I did. I was raised in a very conservative religious household. I actually, when I was an adolescent, let me explain something to you. I don't know how much time I've done. Anyway. When I was an adolescent, I really actually drove headlong into religion for a couple of reasons. I joined CYO, Catholic Youth Organization. And I did that because of fear. Let me explain. And religion, a lot of it is limbic brain. The Tea Party, all of it is limbic brain stuff. It's the seat of our emotion. It's the seat of your emotion. It's where all of your emotions, it's not governed by reason. And the teabaggers, their limbic brain is a bit larger than in a regular head, and it's pushing against the frontal lobe. But be that as it may, I don't want to get into it, I'll talk about that. I don't want to antagonize anyone. I want to be well-liked. Too late. You know what I hate though, when people tell me about how not well-liked I am? That does bother me a little bit. Also, sometimes when people come up to me and say, I don't mean to offend you, but you look like Janeane Garofalo. Oh, not taken. No offense taken. Thank you. And the way you're laughing, I know you see what that. Oh, when I was coming through customs, listen to this. When I'm coming through customs, I get into America, and the guy goes, "Are you that actress? And are you the?" And I was about to say yes or whatever, and he goes, "With James Caan. With James Caan, you were tormenting James Caan. Kathy Bates?" It's a long fucking flight, I realize that, but come on. I don't mean to offend her at all. I like her very much, but give me something. How about some fried green tomatoes? Give me something. Anyway, back to religion. Okay, so here's why I was always, because I was indoctrinated into it. I'm sorry, I'm not looking. There's people up there. Not engaging more up there. I apologize for that. Anyway, so when I was an adolescent, I drove headlong more to, or like a tween to an adolescent, out of fear, and I'll tell you what happened. This is in New Jersey, where I grew up. And in 1978, we had a thing called finger banging. Have you heard of that? It's in New Jersey. In the late 70s. Have you heard of a thing called finger banging? Finger banging. New Jersey? You have that here? Do you have finger banging here? Anyway, no? Okay, well, it was a thing that happened in the late 70s in New Jersey. And I went to a party in a basement. It was a little bit of a makeout party, which I was completely not ready for, and there was an attempt made by a young fella that I grew up with, and I'll tell you, I was totally undone. I was I did not like that. There's something, so it was not right for me. I was the type of kid, I just want to ride my bike and play kick the can. I just want to be my dad's little buddy. I don't want anyone finger banging me. I don't want my boob. I don't want these boobs. I don't want any part of this. And so I joined CYO because on weekends they had prayer lock-ins. And what that meant was you ate pizza and slept in sleeping bags, and it was me and a bunch of other kids that said no to life. It was just a bunch of kids that said no to life. And we were fine with that. And we would also re-choreograph like West Side Story and Pippin, and of course, and that was the greatest joy, because I didn't have to live. Go to college. I went to a religious college. I thought that I wanted that. I thought I wanted a rigorous religious education college. I went to Providence College in Rhode Island. Lauren Stacy. Laura Tamani, Stacy Brigioli, Janeane Garofalo from Providence College. There's a bit of an ethnic tilt there. Anyway, Providence College, any of you don't know, it's quite, at the time, very religious, very restrictive, very suffocating. And they segregated the genders, and you were taught in a lot of classes by the friars with the belts and the robes. And that's when I really started questioning my religion, because most of the meanest people I ever met tended to be religious. Like, they're just my freshman year roommates were the biggest fucking dicks ever in the world. But maybe I was an asshole too. So what I did to say no to life in college was I ate as much as I could. Honest to God, I ate as much as I could, as fast as I could all the time, so that I could say no to life in that way. So then here's what happened. I graduate college and discover alcohol, and I lost my mind. I lost my mind. I realized alcohol was the key. And let me explain why. Alcohol, there's a reason alcohol's so popular. You get to take your clothes off and not feel like an asshole. You can say nice things to people and hug them and kiss them, and you can have sex and you can enjoy social interaction. So I realized, oh, this is the key. This is how everybody else is doing it. Alcohol. Now, because I have no sense of moderation and because I didn't grow up when I was supposed to grow up, at the age of 21, 22, I was literally 14. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when everybody else was doing the finger banging and the drinking and the drugging, like you're supposed to, and again, why I'm not having children. I can't have people finger banging in my basement. I can't have it. I cannot have it. I'll tell you why else I can't. I don't use a computer. How do you get your email, you're thinking? I don't. How do you email people? I don't do that either. I used to use a computer, but then I realized it will suck you into a rabbit hole, and also the computer was burning my lap. Is that good? Sitting there burning my lap. Is that good for